Virginia Beach police could soon put a stop to people who like to listen to police scanner traffic.
The department is asking the city for a $5 million police radio encryption program to prevent the public from listening in. Robert Boyd has the story.
Well, Regina, nowadays you don't even need a scanner. All you need is your phone. There are plenty of apps that allow you to listen in on police officers talking back and forth over the radio. But Virginia police say this is making their work difficult and dangerous.
Have an audible residential alarm.
From car crashes to home invasions, Harry Brogan is constantly listening in to Virginia Beach police scanner traffic.
If there's something going on in my neighborhood, I want to know. I mean, if I see 6, 7, 8, 9 police officers cruising around the area, I want to know what's going on. Is it something that I need to be concerned with? So what better way to do it than turn on the scanner and go, oh, okay.
The more serious issues that go out over the airwaves are often posted by Harry on his Facebook page, Virginia Beach Police Scanners, which has 4,500 followers.
All we're doing is we're posting the information that comes available to us and trying to get it out there in a nice, orderly manner without causing problems for the police.
But Virginia Beach police say it is causing problems, so they are asking the city to encrypt 2,400 radios. According to the Capital Improvements Program budget, with the prevalence of police scanner apps, as well as dedicated social media groups, police officers are unable to securely discuss tactical information while in the midst of conducting an operation. This has allowed suspects to evade capture and has placed officers and citizens in greater danger.
I don't think we have ever put anyone in direct danger, but it's not going to be a specific address during an active police situation. Never happened.
Harry also says encryption or no encryption, in the long run, it won't make a difference.
Because the scanner corporations are going to figure out a way how to unencrypt it and get it to scan. That's their business.
Now, the radio encryption program is currently part of the upcoming budget. The initial cost is $5 million, but there will be additional payments in the future that would put the total cost over $6 million. Virginia Beach City Council is scheduled to vote on it May 15th. Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.